Oh, France. Oh, France. The fascist French Empire, baby.
That's what I
Holy
was saying.
shit. You just said that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they started inviting me. I saw Mexico took a side. Mexico sided with normal France. Otherwise, it's puppets, mostly. Yeah. God damn, look at this. And now normal France is trying to sway me. Dude, I mean, Mexico aside, right? And I don't think they're going to be that pivotal. The fascists have the advantage.
They do.
Yeah, they do. They have all the regulars. They have all the regulars. God damn. It's that French mainland is the thing that's fucked. But everything else is like, they kept. And they have Mexico helping them, which is interesting. Mexico likes picking the sides that are difficult.
Yeah, how is that worked out for Mexico?
They're offering me an obligation, France, if I help, but I'm not really, I don't want an obligation, so I'm gonna say no to that. What's more interesting is that they're offering to bankroll me. I can get that, but I'd have to spend on the war to begin with, so let me just keep going with my day. Without us interfering, I think it's very likely that we see a fascist France.
I can't interfere. I didn't have interest there.
Ah, do I have extra interests? I don't. I guess I put one in France at some point. Oh, there you go. Prussia sided with fascist France. Oh my god.
It's over for the.
Oh yeah, dude. Mexico's nothing compared to Prussia, dude. France just lost. France just lost. There's no way. Empire of Japan sided with French Empire. What? We're okay. Hello, World War. You want a World War I? Here it is. Welcome to World War I. France started it. France is still... Now France is offering to bankroll me. Yeah, I see you're up in the ante in the offers now, huh? Now that you have to deal with Prussia.
Only Austria.
And now a whole bunch of Frenchies, Swiss Frenchies? Interesting. Have decided to start moving to my country en masse. I wonder why. Wow. This is a funny thing. This is a funny one. This is literally going to be a world war. Where's America? America, join. Help someone.
First Austria-Hungary.
Yeah, where's Austria? Austria, Prussia's helping the fascists. Go help the Frenchies. God, Austria has so many troops. They're marked as the second strongest land power. But that's not accounting for the fact that they have almost 500, like, reserves or conscripts. Oh, there it is! America sided with France! Holy shit, dude. It's getting interesting. It's getting interesting. This is looking more even now.
This would be a long war.
This is looking more even now. Now that America... So you got America, Mexico, Japan, and France versus fascist France and Prussia.
They are still outnumbered.
They're outnumbered because America hasn't started mobilizing yet. And the Prussians probably haven't mobilized much either. But once things start getting mobilized, it's honestly a pretty even fight.
Well, time to invest in guns.
The mainland is still in the favor of the fascists because America and Mexico are far away. So is Japan. So that mainland French Empire is going to fall. Which their capital is probably there. Yeah, their capital is right there in Lyon. So that's going to fall. And then I don't, like, fight over the other things if you want, but I think that strategic thing right there is going to be the problem with the way the game's mechanics work. Man, the French Empire loves me. What a shame. Psychoanalysis unlocked. Influence maneuvers, bureaucracy, population cost reduction. I'm researching mostly, like, military things, which I know I am trying to swap to a lot of these things. I see we are up to the dreadnoughts and the scout cruisers. Yeah, I already did that swap. Good, good. And we have some submarines. It could be better.
Ruler,
but
probably my last.
I wish this game went on longer. I wish it wasn't a 100-year thing. It's like one of the shortest feeling ones. Hearts of Iron is the shortest, especially Hoi 4. I could finish a whole Hoi 4 playthrough in one day. Let's see.
I never really played it.
Regulatory bodies. I'll take the success chance. Support the trade unions, yeah. I played it to death. You finish a playthrough so fast. that it's so easy to just, you know, kind of finish it, and that's it. I've played everyone and everything in just about every situation and didn't take very long at all. They need a Hoi 5, but they're too busy trying to min-max DLCs. So a guy showed up, wants to enact wage subsidies, and I can let him retire and settle domestically. Unreceptive. He just arrived, too, and they're unreceptive to his ideas. Petite bourgeoisie gets interest pop group attraction. I mean, I don't mind that. They are already very popular. Yeah. Settled agitation. Exile him. Exile. They don't like that. It's just, I don't know. It's 5%. It's so insignificant at this point. And decrease autonomy. Was there any specifics with my subjects that I wanted? A Toria, a Dominion. Well, I would like to, instead of making Dominions puppets, I don't mind them having some, like, freedoms. And I think this is, yes, it's that. I don't mind them being, like, the main thing you gain with these guys, other than annexing, is the moment you have them as a Dominion. That's where most of the things come from. I want to get protectorates. I want to get those to being Dominions, so I start getting an income from them. So they start giving me more of their convoys, you know, more money, and they'll still have some independence. Now this stuff, these were just always puppets. So it is what it is. And I don't mind leaving them that way. They're kind of like colonial administrations anyway, so that they're unique too. It's fine. But I only have the one Dominion at the moment now that I've annexed Norway. So I definitely, like, I don't really care to do anything with you. Also, once they're Dominions, they have to start helping you in your battles. And if they're Dominions, they're independent, I think they're more likely to end up like that anyway. They're more likely to have a military because they need it. Oil discovered in East Borneo. East Borneo. East Borneo. That goes infinitely. So Kutai. One of my protectorates, Kutai. Yep, oil in Kutai. Just all by itself. That's good. Someone might make that. I could queue it up, but our queue, again, goes so far out. Oh my god! My private industry is building a fuck ton of power plants. Is this in a puppet? In the Basque Congo. Dude, my private industry is modernizing the fuck out of Scandinavian Congo.
Yeah?
I looked and just saw them making a ton of power plants there, and all kinds of other shit. As well as in some of my other colonies. Tobacco plantations in Scandinavian Nigeria. Oh, dude. The colonies don't even need to build anything. My private industry's doing it all for them. Alright. I'll take it. Still helps me.
I'm investing in Russia. The private industry is investing in Russia.
Okay, well, we don't want to change this, because this group just came out even stronger. And nothing we could change would be helpful.
A lot.
You're investing in the private industry of Russia.
My private industry is investing in Russia.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mine at this point, mine is invested in you a lot. But now that that's done, they're investing in all of my current puppets that I have now.
That makes sense, because Russia has a lot of resources.
Yeah.
And they haven't been built yet, so Russia is really not that strong in this game.
Of course, this is before they industrialized. I lowered my colonial affairs, yeah, and we're going to keep lowering that because we don't need it anymore. So there already are power plants in East Micronesia and Northern Norway. There was already one. I just built another one that I didn't need to build. The problem is that there's no employment because it's not profitable enough. This is where subsidies can be useful. It's only really needed by the urban center. I see there's not really a lot of demand for it. Romanians are coming from Austria-Hungary to my nation. What is this? This is all bad. I'll take the setback. Damn, we're still only in referral and we have a setback. That's not good. Oh, that's good. My private industry is starting to build some steel mills for me. I really, really do need steel mills. What on earth made my private industry decide to build 2 full pages of tooling workshops?
Yeah, mine too.
In one location? What inspired them? Where even is this?
Money.
Kasai? Yeah, what? They just looked at the Scandinavian Congo and said, this specific place needs a fuck ton of tooling workshops. Well, hey man, it's developing it, I guess. It's just, interesting logic. A lot of these electricity shortages that are popping up are the result of the electricity not working. See, now I have an issue with my electricity. Electricity is expensive due to a number of reasons. And so the private industry is having trouble, or the market is having trouble actually employing it, because there's not enough laborers that are willing to work for the available wages. This is where subsidies can be useful, but they are very expensive.
Yeah, you have to be careful how you use them.
Well, we have battleships available now, which needs radios, which we import, but... Now, I know one thing that could definitely affect this is the fact that the input goods for stuff like electricity is, expensive. It is expensive. What exactly does it use, by the way? We're using coal and motor industries. Well, I'm building a bunch of motor industries right now, and there's probably more to come. There's also a lot of coal queued up as well that I need. A lot is already queued up, as you can see. So I don't think there's a lot I can do about it right now, except just kind of wait for all this stuff to build. We have a patriotic party. That's interesting. If I look for coal, I don't even see coal as an option here. I think we've literally just built all... We have all the coal building. I'm currently importing too. Oh, great. You build 20 dreadnoughts, and then you want to go... Why can you upgrade from, like, man of wars to ironclads, for example, but then you can't go from ironclads to dreadnoughts or dreadnoughts to battleship? By this logic, none of them should be upgradable. It's very inconsistent. Emperors will be done. Oh, yeah, we have very bad success chance. We could lose 3 approval temporarily with all of these dudes. They all love us, so... Yes. The emperors will be done. I mean, this is just more of everything that we already do. And then it's just better stats. So, might just say fuck it and then just build a bunch of it. I don't really know, because yeah, it's weird. I honestly feel more comfortable tossing that all into Gotoland at the end of the queue and then doing the upgrade later. I think I'll do that. Just battleships, 20 of them at the end of the queue.
I also don't like the fact that you can't join an existing war. Like, say I want to join this French war now. You can't.
Yeah, that's annoying. Why does it say +1 here when there is no +1 under recruitment? I don't know. Toss one of these to the top. I don't know why it shows this. Where is this other one supposedly being built? I think it's just a display bug and it's been there the whole time. Or maybe a construction just randomly got eaten. I'll believe just about any of that. Northern Norway. This is another thing of they can't staff it. Partially because of no electricity. No electricity because of wages. We might just need to try subsidizing that. Let's try to subsidize that and then see what happens. 5.53k from power plants is not that crazy. I'll monitor it. We're going to have to use subsidies very strategically. Just because it's a government building doesn't mean we need to subsidize it. We have a lot of electricity in general that's problematic. This is going to go up as more individuals get employed. But the electricity is needed. The infrastructure to utilize it isn't entirely there. So, yeah. We'll just do what we can. Now I'm getting dragged into something. Indonesia, target Brunei. Brunei proletarian revolt. So Brunei, that's this. You are my puppet. You are my protectorate. You're splintering into little itty bitty pieces. Your opposition has no military. You have no military. In the region, I do have, at the Oceania HQ, some troops just for this exact situation. We will mobilize them, and we will send them here? Where's your capital? I guess Brunei is the capital. It's a state in Brunei. Zoom to Brunei, the capital. Does this count as the capital? Brunei capital state. It's all the capital state. I don't know. Let Brunei control their own market? Hell no. Yeah, I decided to just subsidize my electricity again to see how that goes. And holy shit, man. I subsidized it for, at first it's like 5K, 6K. It's immediately up to 87K. Out of nowhere.
Damn.
This is the problem that I can't figure. This is why I need to be able to customize my subsidies, you know? What wage are we guaranteeing them that it costs so much? Because that is unsustainable, and it's only getting worse. Now it's up to 117K. That is not sustainable. All right, they're just gonna have to live without subsidies. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I need a setting of like how, especially if it's government owned, I need to be able to say how much I'm willing to offer for the job. Success chance, piss off trade unions. Yes, please. Other than subsidies, which are clearly unsustainable to me right now, we need like coal and these motor industries to make things more profitable, and the inputs of those need to be more profitable. And then theoretically, it would all just come together eventually. But as of right now, that shit's just completely unsustainable. It's insane. Aircraft carrier unlocked. Military. That's a whole another thing, and it needs airplanes, which certainly I do not have access to airplanes. Oh. What happened to the war? Did fascist France become the French Empire?
Yeah.
Did they win?
They won.
Oh, I'm surprised it's still the French Empire then, and not fascist France.
I'm surprised as a Bonaparte as the ruler.
They keep clawing their way back. Now there's a revolutionary Portugal.
Yeah, I saw that. I wanted to mix in, but then I saw that the French were also there, so nah.
Yeah, they're on the other side. They're on the Portuguese. They're on one of the sides. The Portuguese side, I think. And war with Brunei broke out, but we have that pretty much in hand. No problem there. Yeah. I'm gonna remove also... Well, that's done. Nice and quick. 5? No? Did that do what I wanted it to do? Wait, what did I even build? I started building more dreadnoughts like a fucking idiot, didn't I? I did. Well, that's fine because it's at the end of the list. I want to remove 5 of my current dreadnoughts, and now we got to make sure it's battleships. And we want to make 10 of those at the end of the list, right there. 10 of those at the end of the list, 10 battleships. It's battleships. Well, actually, we were going to build 20, huh? Yeah, so... 20 battleships. Much, much better. And then would you get rid of those 5, so it would end up being like a kind of full set. This will lower my costs a little bit, might hurt my prestige a teensy-weensy bit, but I don't think that really matters right now. We're doing as we are doing, really. As for assault, enactment time, improvement. It's industrialist versus trade unionist right now, basically. I'd say just let the ones in power be happy and get some of that enactment time back. This regulatory body's law is having a lot of problems going through. We do keep lowering the colonial affairs, and we've maxed out the law enforcement now. So, that's nice. And with home affairs maxed out, our ability to have a revolution is nerfed, which is good. Damn! We're at like 90 right now with how good these two are. I could keep that 90, which is better enactment time and even more loyalists, just constant loyalists tricking in per month. We have plenty of loyalists, honestly. Or I could squeeze in the military in here, or the industrialists. The military would keep us above 80 for legitimate government intelligista. Intelligista would bring us down further. Someone died from a safari expedition. What? Cause without a rebel. No colonial affairs. Drastic changes. Does not have cautious. Supports the political movement. The no colonial affairs isn't bad. It's just not enough individuals support it to be worth it. So yeah, you can just leave. And then Peace Bourgeoisie, Britain, seek to leave the anti-British League. Of course. Why would we want an anti-British League when that's my co-op buddy? Bureaucratic. This is all awful. All this is terrible. Give me the enactment time and less bureaucracy and some radicals. I want to get this regulatory bodies through, please. The Intelligista have a lot of neat things in theory. The problem is a lot of them are just not supported by others that will then be radicalized. It's less bad if, you know, like if you want census suffrage, for example. That's less bad. Which one is suffrage under? So right now we have wealth voting. Census would kind of be like the next one. There's a similar amount of support and lack of support. It's just jumping all the way over is brutal. I would love to have the Intelligista in, though, because they would just enable so much more. And the contested wouldn't change, like, a whole lot. Even from legitimate government, we get just additional loyalists all the damn time. We have so many loyalists that definitely I do feel like including the Intelligista could be useful for passing further laws, you know, after this one's done. Oh, Spain and Egypt are fighting. That's interesting. For some reason, if you have any kind of deficit from losses from nationally owned buildings, it shows those losses as if it's income. Like if you hover over it, it shows it as like money gained, which is weird. Okay, Narfi, here's a question.
Yeah.
In this game, government wages are not for offices like in other Paradox games. It says wages to pops in government buildings. Therefore, that problem I'm having with electricity, theoretically, if I raise this, then I don't need to subsidize because it's going to up the wage. It says it's based on the country's normal wage. So essentially, I think this is how I would get something close to what I was saying that I wanted. Have you used this before?
I used it, but I only use it for the direct effects.
Okay.
Like it gives you more authority and everything.
I see, yeah. Annual government wage is 11.69, and I can raise that. I think this would allow my government buildings to compete better. Reading it, like, I can't set the exact, like, wage per building type, but I can set an average for all government buildings, which is sounds like what I'm looking for, at least as well as I can get it. This all sucks. Take the setback. And the money, the cost doesn't increase nearly as much as if you were using subsidies by the looks of it. At least not immediately. 250k up to 290. Let's try that. I'm gonna test it though. I'm gonna test going to high government wages because
It costs me 150k every week.
yeah, my normal is costing me 252k. Jumping up is 290k, it says. So I'm curious to see if that changes as theoretically jobs start being filled. I wish you had more control over this, and I guess that's also why, you know, employing military, you'd get more if you pay them more wages. That makes so much sense. It's just, it doesn't make as much sense because it's so fucking abstracted that it's like, I look at this and I don't understand that it's doing that, because in most other games, I would get to set the specific fucking wage pretty much freely whenever I want, per industry or per profession. Here, it's these two buttons that usually don't equal this in other, especially Paradox games. In Paradox games, government wages are usually for government positions, and military wages are more like military funding, and usually has nothing to do with population wages. So that's really weird. Look at this, we're at the end of this playthrough, and I'm still learning probably extremely critical things.
Why do I have strike?
Why do you have a strike?
I don't know. Will complete if the conflict behind the strike has been resolved. What's the conflict?
I don't know, man.
Ooh, I got arc welding.
Well, my literacy's been skyrocketing recently. I don't know why, but it's at 82.7%. How the hell did it get there? Oh, I'm number 6 in the whole world for literacy. Jesus Christ. The only person with virtually 100 is Ecuador.
Why do I have a strike? I don't know why.
I know a lot of the problems of my my employment problems and why they all need so much money is because there's no fucking peasants in this country. We need more workers. I need foreign workers. Where's all my foreign workers? Public address goes awry. Wow, this one just keeps going terribly. Honestly, yeah, like, oh, jeez. Well, who's this? Just a random, just trade union politician. Alright, you'll take the blame. We're still at 30%, but we're still only on referral. Ooh, what's this? This is what my dominion. One problem I have with getting more of the workers is that mass migrations aside, right? The problem is a lot of my puppets would be discriminated in my country. And since they would be discriminated, then by my migration laws, they're not allowed in. And so changing that, that's the thing.
I thought the Scandinavian people are always friendly to everyone.
Who told you that?
Everyone actually.
When did the Baltics leave Russia and become a puppet of Prussia?
I don't know. Those Prussians.
When did Karelia, when did Karelia leave Russia and become whatever the fuck this is? Is this independent? Yeah, it's independent. How'd you get here? I think Prussia like won a war against Russia and demanded a bunch of shit like this, like free this, free that, give us this.
We must pass the wage subsidy law within 10 years or face a general strike.
Hot. I might just wage a war to conquer Karelia. It's one province, let's say. It's just one location. And their population is not discriminated in my nation. This would expand my mainland. Doesn't look like anybody would want to help them. Russia hates them for some reason. They also have a truce with Karelia, just like Prussia. Yeah, Prussia definitely made them free this stuff. That's funny. Okay, I'm gonna demand conquer state. Oh, and Austria-Hungary is going to war with Prussia, looks like. Alright, so where the hell... Of course, the Scania army went all the way back here. You motherfuckers, can you just go back to the Oceania HQ? Why do I have to tell you?
Yeah, I need my good relations with Russia too. I can't help you with this one.
Russia's not going to be involved.
Oh wait, that was part of Russia.
No, Prussia, like, got them to free Lithuania, Karelia, and then they took the Baltics as a puppet. Stockholm Syndrome, deployed front. I don't even, like, in terms of the actual fight, I don't need any help at all, because this place only has, like, 1 regular and 4 conscripts. It's just going to be a really quick and easy conquer state, and, like, that's it, theoretically. Now, Lithuania is independence guaranteed by Prussia, so I can't go for that. But Karelia, no one's guaranteeing, so just improving relations with the Baltics. So this is just a really easy expansion of my territory. You wanted a war, brother. All right, while we're at war, look at that, negative 316k. Let's just stop building. Let's just stop my building and let the private industry take over. I wonder if the private industry can sustain this. It's scary, but it looks like they can actually sustain all of that by themselves. Wait, they just stopped building. What the fuck? Well, yeah, no wonder you could sustain it if you just stop building. I'll look back at them later. There are so many wars getting ready to start, it's crazy.